something that maybe surprises new supervisors is I'm very upfront and transparent and get feedback from them too, like how do they want our relationship to work? And I let them know what my expectations are as well, my deal breakers,
Yeah.
and where a possible breakdown might happen between us. For example, I'll let them know, hey, your direct reports, they don't report to me. So in almost all circumstances, I'm going to be deferring to you. I'm gonna loop you in. The final decision is going to be yours. Very few times am I going to say no. I mean, I'm going to explain about,
Sure.
legal things or I'm going to
Yeah.
be like, no. But most of the time, we're going to do what you want. Now, if there's an impasse, and I really strongly recommend that we don't do this thing because reasons. I don't do this often, and I don't. I don't. If I have to escalate it, I am going to let you know that I'm escalating it. Say, I'm not comfortable with this. I can't sign off on this. So
Right.
we can either go together to our boss or you can go to them and sell it on your own. But I am going to express my apprehension. I'm not signing off on this. So I'm giving you a heads up.
Yeah.
I can say almost never to never do I go behind someone's back.
Yeah.
When I have to quickly make a decision and have to go behind someone's back, I immediately call them and I let them know, hey, this happened. I had to have a conversation. I'm letting you know. I had to mention you, ABC. We had this discussion. So it's not a surprise.
Yeah.
And I hope they do the same.
Yeah.
But I also let them know sometimes, hey, we're going to be at a point where I'm going to have to tell you something that I need you to keep between us, at least for a very short amount of time.
Mhm.
If that doesn't happen, then that's probably going to breach our trust.
Right.
And trust is important to me. To
Absolutely.
build that, and it takes a little bit of time. We have those conversations, and I think it's worked so far pretty well.
Uh, yeah, I agree. I think the trust aspect is critical. Again, keying off of something you said about making a decision. I jokingly tell people that I'm kind of like I'm a rated R HR. You know, I'm going to have a candid conversation with you. I'm going to be upfront, but more importantly, I'm going to be candid. I'm going to be authentic. And the one thing when it comes to decision making is I am instinctual. And the pro of that is we get a decision and we're moving forward. The con is obviously sometimes it bites you in the butt because you missed a piece of data.
Right.
The key obviously there is ownership. Yep, I did it. Let's move on to next. What's the next thing we're going to do to fix it? I screwed up. And obviously, I'm very careful that I'm not going to make a $30 million instinctual decision, but I'm going to move forward with something because the worst thing you can do when it comes to employees and engagement, retention, anything like that, the worst thing that a company can do is sit on something and never make a decision or take too long to make a decision. That just prolongs the period of time where they get to think negative. They get to think, okay, they're never going to do anything about this. They're never going to hold this person accountable. They're never going to act on this thing, whatever it is. So I'll take as much information as I can and then just use that developed instinct to say,
Mhm.
okay, this is what we're going to do.
Yeah.
And thankfully, because over the years I've developed that influence, usually I get the support of the necessary parties to say, oh, okay, Chris said this is what we're gonna do. I'm on board.